I know everyone hears this every year, but dang, college really goes by quick. Some of you may not actually know me too well, but I've actually been around Tiger Style long enough to wrestle through a global pandemic, get 2 degrees, and outlast about 3/4 of our coaching staff. Honestly though, it feels like yesterday I rode up here from Louisiana with my parents, moved into a 10x10 dorm room with a 350-pound dude from Florida, and started my first season of 6 a.m. lifts and getting absolutely spanked on the mats, which I wish was 100% a joke, but as y'all know, Dante liked to get handsy. I still remember when Mizzou actually came to Louisiana for a clinic, like Coach Smith mentioned, which at this point people don't even believe happened. But it did. Coach Smith hopped on an airboat, went down to Mississippi, and made his way to my high school. It was my sophomore year when Mizzou came. I just played 3rd at state, my first full year of wrestling, kind of thinking I had this wrestling thing down. Just to give you guys an idea of what wrestling is like in the South, Coach Smith then spent the first 30 minutes of the camp teaching us how to get into a stance. He also asked me where they could get some good food that wasn't too spicy. Good luck. Something else I remember from that camp is Coach Smith's vision, which to this day hasn't changed. He was the first coach that truly made me believe I could do anything just by doing one more every day with my purpose in mind. His talks at that little Louisiana camp actually got me so hyped. When it was time to wrestle live, I told my friend, "Hey man, when this go starts, I want you to slap me in the face as hard as you can." He did, and he did not hold back either. But it definitely woke Coach Smith up because he jumped up at the camp and yelled, "That's the intensity I'm talking about." And for those of you that know Coach Smith, that's not too easy to do. The rest is history. I've come a long way from when Mizzou came to Louisiana for that clinic. If you had told me back then that I'd be in the starting lineup here a few years later, I probably would have called you crazy. But I guess it was just crazy enough to work. I had a lot of setbacks throughout my career, but I can hardly focus on them when I look back and realize the kind of man I was able to become. I still do one-mores every day. I still love to learn, and I'm still not afraid to get slapped in the face when I try something new. When writing this speech, I wanted to make sure I spoke to the younger guys on the team, mainly to make sure you all know what you can accomplish here. I challenge you underclassmen to think about the things the older guys say and how they apply to you. These first few years of college will truly determine the kind of person you are for the rest of your life. So try and ask yourself, is the way I'm living my life something I'm proud of? If you can look in the mirror and say that every night, then you'll know you're doing the right thing. The biggest piece of advice I can offer you all is to just buy in and enjoy the process. A quote I really like is that man is a bridge, not a goal. So try not to worry about that end result too much. I encourage you all to embrace the bridge role for yourselves and for your teammates by just getting a little better every day and bringing guys along with you. If you do this, then the goals will come on their own. As a matter of fact, if you all do this, I have no doubt the team sitting in this room can bring home a natty title. On that note, seriously, enjoy your time here. It's a whole lot of fun, no matter how you spend it. But also make sure you remember your priorities, because once you graduate and your brothers, friends, girls you thought were cute start moving thousands of miles away for jobs and families, you'll realize your priorities are the only one that matter. Do things here that make you feel proud and powerful, not comfortable or cool. This is a cliche a lot of people use, but life after you wrestle at Mizzou is actually easy. I would know because I've been doing it for about a year now. And let me tell you, after you graduate here, no matter what your major is, the jobs will come, the money will come, and you'll have more time than you even know what to do with. Seriously. But for now, just embrace the grind, and you'll be thankful for it later. I promise. And on that note, here come the thank yous. I'll be the first to tell you my time in Mizzou was a journey, but one that I'm thankful for every second of. I want to first thank my family, of course, for their unconditional love throughout my time here, and for packing my little siblings up and driving cross country to see me anytime they could. I want to give a big thank you to the biggest guy in here, Don Bradley. No one really knows this story, but when my roommates of 4 years left Mizzou, I wasn't in a good place and was honestly ready to be done wrestling. I told Dom I may not want to get our usual Saturday lift in, but he picked me up anyway because he swore it'd make me feel better. It did, and after that he actually took me grocery shopping, which, for the record, will cheer any heavyweight up almost instantly. I'll never be able to put into words how much that support meant to me, but thank you. I want to thank Coach Smith for taking a chance on a kid from the swamp and for being the best role model a young man could ask for. Coach Todd and Maple, thank you. You guys came in and made an immediate impact by helping all 40 guys on our team and not just the big names. You've had my friends and I at your homes for dinner multiple times and made living 14 hours away from my family a little better since I knew I had a second one here in Columbia. Thank you, Mitch, for working through all my weird injuries with me and always keeping things lighthearted. Clay, I can honestly say I would not have graduated if you didn't stay on me those first few years for sleeping in class. And big thank you to Matt Manley for being the best teammate, a lawn care boss, wrestling coach, and director of ops a guy could ask for. Finally, I would like to personally thank everyone in this room, otherwise known as the Tiger Style family, for helping to create an environment that not only creates better athletes, but better people. M-I-Z.